once again. Now, moving on, our third team for today is PointFit Technology, and they are from the healthcare industry. Please board the stage. As you know, you have 3 minutes, so please join me. All right. You good?
Yep.
All right. Jumpstart your dreams now.
Good morning, everyone. Pleasure to be here. So I'm Kenny from PointFit. Let me show you the future of smart wearable. This is PointFit Sports. What I'm doing here, I'm monitoring lactic acid that people usually can only get from blood prick before. You can now monitor it non-invasively from sweat and directly transmit it continuously in my phone. So our vision is simple. We're trying to bring like the biochemicals that normally people get it from blood or hospitals testings. We can be accessible and wearable and present in our daily lives. So why this? Why now? Of course, we can see a lot of hospital testings right now. That's like the gold standard. That being said, it's very painful, invasive, non-continuous, and it's lab-based testings. Although this past decades, we can see a lot of progression. We have seen home-based monitoring. We see a lot of microneedles. We see even smartwatches adding more health and health features. And that's exactly where we position ourselves. We're bringing deeper insights in wearables through biochemicals. So how does it work? Ladies and gentlemen, this is like pretty much the core device of any PointFit devices. This one is what we call the PointFit ACEs. This one is the one collecting the sweat biomarkers that's based on patented advanced material that collecting sweat directly from skin. And afterward, this part is the highly modular that we can do for lactic acid, cortisol, glucose, and later more and more biomarker that we're gonna do. And afterward, from this PointFit ACE, we can then make it as PointFit Sports that we're working with ASICs for making a wristband, and for PointFit patch, that's more on the medical and casual use. So what we're measuring. So firstly, we're measuring the fatigue monitoring to lactic acid, where we help runners to alert them when they're approaching their individual threshold so they can optimize performance and prevent overtraining. That we pilot trial with ASIC Sport Institute and cross-validated well with the blood. And secondly, we're measuring not only for sports, but we're monitoring wellness through direct cortisol, which is stress hormone, that you can, observing direct patterns here, you can actually prevent stress out, burnout. And we also have validated this for the in IEEE published earlier last year, and we're trying to target the in vivo direct trial human next year. So all in all, comparing to this indirect and both direct players, we're bringing in non-invasiveness, deeper insight from biomolecules, and continuous for prevention alert. So our business model is quite straightforward. So firstly, we're doing selling the hardware. Of course, we're going to the B2B phase, where we're trying to sell first because they have urgent needs and acting as the validators. And afterwards, we go to our partners to 2C. And secondly, we're also selling service from our PointFit app to PointFit Mall or PointFit Pro for premium features. So our go-to-market strategy, we start with sports and health market. We're staggering for 16 billion market. And afterwards, we, of course, try to target much larger medical market. And this is our team, so we're coming from diverse engineering backgrounds, from microelectronics, engineering, advanced material, as well as diverse advisors from both chemical advisories and commercial side as well. We're very happy with the support and previous recognition we get so far. We're raising 1.5 million for ramping up our productions and also tracking the sports market to begin with. Ladies and gentlemen, just like Fitbit in 2007, bringing the fitness trackers, we're bringing something bigger, biomolecules. This is the new era of wearable. This is PointFit. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Judges, please. Thank you.
So compared to the hospital-based testing, what's the accuracy?
Right. So if you see the one for sports market, we're comparing lactic acid, we can already, with the pilot trials we've done with ASICs, the comparison right now we can reach 90% of the blood pricks. So we can see when we see the green one is like the continuous sensing from our devices. It's comparing with the blood pricks that we happen 6 times every per training session. So you can imagine that we can already save at least 6 pricks that happen for athletes in every session. So this one also we're targeting for marathon runners, like the sports enthusiasts who train avidly in the training.
Hi, thank you for your great pitch. I noticed that this is initially for one-time use only. Is there any plan to develop that for multiple time use so that it's easier for the customers and also better for the environment?
Yep, definitely. So right now it's one-time use and of course one-time marker, but later on if we can expand it to multiplex, which is multi-variable sensing, as well, so we can make it much more robust, because right now it can stand for 10 hours, which is at least enough for like the whole marathon runners. And then of course later on we try to make it more like at least 3 days based on our estimation from the materials. And when we expand further, we can hopefully match with the Abbott's like 7 days or 14 days.
When you move to the next stage, to the wellness, are you going to make it to be a medically approved device?
Right. So the first two market that we're targeting is the less regulated market. So both the sports and wellness is not less FDA or clinical trials. But when we expand our biomarkers to say uric acid for renal functions or ascorbic acid, CRP, that's where we need larger clinical trials and for medical certifications in hospitals.
So I think I would use the product as an amateur triathlete, but I do know that the gold medalist of triathlon does a lot of this kind of testing, and most people will gravitate towards products that people like that use. So what's your strategy with around aspects like key opinion leaders, professional athletes who can showcase the product? That will be what will drive usage against competing offerings.
Yes, definitely. So that's part of our marketing strategy as well. Like when we go to 2B, it's actually our plan is like to have them validation as well as the endorsement before we go to 2C markets, which going through 2B to C market from our partners like ASICS or L'Oreal China. So that's definitely what you said is aligned with our strategy as well.
Could you explain your business model a bit more? Do you
Sure.
want to do like end-to-end, or do you want to partner with the 2C device developers?
Right. So firstly, our business model is just selling the device, and then we're selling like the PointFit Ace with this one actually where we earn the largest margin. And secondly, we also try not only giving the diagnosis, but we cross-sell them with the relevant products coming from the third party in our healthcare marketplace, where we take commission from the merchants. And secondly, we also providing pro features in terms of premium, just like Aura Ring did, like additioning the SaaS business in part of their business. So like $6 a month for giving more deeper insights, more personalized insights. That's, I think, what we more will adopt in the business model as well.
And could you explain a bit on the team's 2C capabilities?
Right. So our 2C capabilities, so me, myself, background is chemical engineering, so I graduated from HKUST. But we have Jack, he has been a serial entrepreneur, has developing with Haycoins. It's like a 2C coins machine before. So we have, and also we have like advisories from different backgrounds, not only from technical side, but also from commercial sides. Laurent himself is the former director of NBA. And then like, of course, the ASIC side as well. So that's what can help us provide or connect us more to the KOL or even the athletes that can give us endorsement for 2C.
So what's your expected revenue breakdown in the future for the subscription and also the equipment?
Right. So we're targeting to sell our first product, which is the sports market, by 2024 Q2. And afterwards, when we sell for sports, maybe not that big, but when we reach the wellness market, where we're talking about for even laymen, like stress monitoring is much more applicable for anyone. That's where we're expecting breakdown around in 2025, when we reach to the second market, which is wellness.
Any last questions from our judges?
What's the reason behind starting this in Hong Kong, given that sports tech may not be that big? Here?
Right. Yes. So I'm originally from Indonesia. I went to Hong Kong for college.
Please wrap up in one
Studying
sentence.
chemical engineering, and that's pretty much from coming up from my research in materials, and that's where we founded, incorporated company in 2020. And yes, for sports market is largest in North America, so we're already tapping into that. We're part of the CDL, Creative Destruction Lab, that's opening up connections to North America as well. So we'll try to get, because this one is something
Please wrap
that's
up in
not
one sentence.
commercialized, no commercialized product at the same time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.